Hello, everybody. NFT Nicolo here, and I'm interviewing 3 photographers from Tel Aviv. Hi, guys.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice
Hello.
to meet. Nice to meet
Good to meet
everybody.
you.
Could you introduce yourself first to the community?
Yes, my name is Asaf Sofrin. I'm part of the Sketchlight team.
And I'm Diana Roif. I'm also part of the team. And we have also
Ray on the line, but she doesn't have a video on, but still good. Ray, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
There you go.
Hello to everyone. Thank you for this opportunity.
Yeah. So basically, I would like to ask you about the project you're in, the photography. Where did you guys get the inspiration from? How did you guys start?
So Sketchlight is a team of photographers. We started back in 2014. The reason it's a team is because our art in photography is light painting, and what it does is usually requires much more than one photographer. It's a team of photographers working to make a very special image, usually without any post-processing, any Photoshop. The art that you can, maybe it's in the link below, you can see it. This is without Photoshop, and this is the art that we're creating. And right now we are starting this NFT project for this art.
So how did you guys get into NFTs?
We heard about this. This is now becoming a bit more known about in Israel. And hearing from a few friends and hearing some things in the news, we thought we take our art, which is right now more physical. We do our photography, and we are appearing in. We have an exhibition in Tel Aviv, Israeli Art 2021. That our work is appearing there, and there's some other international also exhibitions. And we thought it's a good idea to translate the physical art that we have into this world of NFT. So this is how it started. Basically, we started in the real art world, or the physical art world, and taking it there.
Wow, that's awesome. So talk me through it. What is the process of you guys? What's the concept behind it? How did you guys think of Sketchlight, basically? How did it happen and you guys worked together and brought it to life?
So this project for light painting, the one that we are talking about, the NFT right now, this is started with a concept of in a troubled teens kind of shelter, a shelter for teens who don't have a home or something like, not sure the English phrasing for that. Yeah. So we went to a place like this, which is abandoned.
Yes.
So it was abandoned a few years ago for whatever reasons, but when we walked through there for the abandoned building, you know, abandoned buildings are always interesting for photographers.
Yes.
You can feel things there. It's a good place to take photos, and it's a very good place to take light painting photos, because after dark, all our photos are taken after dark because we have to control the light.
Yes.
There's a certain vibe there. I wouldn't recommend anybody to go there alone. It's a bit spooky. But you kind of feel, you know, the atmosphere and everything that's going on there, that went around there. And we tried to make a project about these troubled teens, and about what they went through and how they feel. And this is this light painting project that we're talking about now. Maybe you can show afterwards some of the images while we're talking. Yeah. And if you see these images, we're trying to portray this girl. You can see that she's a bit troubled, and what she's not really sure what she's doing there, or where to go. Maybe a feeling of being a bit stuck or despair. And so this is what we try to convey. And the work was done with one long exposure. This is not several exposures which are combined in Photoshop or something like that. It's one long exposure of light painting. The way it works, I can explain a bit about the technique. Yeah. The way it works, we are placing the camera on the tripod, and it's there, and it's not moving for the entire time. And then we place it carefully for the exact composition of the scene that we want to create. And then we are placing the model where she should be, and starting to play with the lights around it. And maybe we're creating one scene with the model in the front, and then illuminating her from the back, and then quickly cover the camera while it's still taking a photo, changing the scene and continuing the exposure afterwards. And then the image, the character can become translucent a bit, more ghostly, which very fits our description of what we wanted to take this place and show it. And then exposing the background. We're changing the focus during the shot, because first it was forward focus, then it was back focus. And this is how the shot is achieved. And of course, you understand, because of all of the lighting and the changing, this is a team effort. It's not about the person who clicked the camera. This is just one part of the shot. The light painting effect is the real art.
And you have to imagine, it's, if you want to feel it, it's pure darkness. Basically, you can't, if you put yourself into the situation of the photographers and of the model, they don't see anything. You can't, if you open your eye, it's only dark. And then only whenever they specifically plan to put a ray of light in a specific color in this spot, this is then the only time where you might see something. So it's also important to mark the spots where each participant would stand, or from where he would turn on the light, and for the model where to move and how, especially the model should not move for a long period of time, because it's a long exposure.
Yeah, that's true. Awesome, man. So is there any utility to the project? Is there a roadmap, or is it basically just you guys want to share the art, the photography you want to share?
I think that first of all, we're sharing the art, and this is another platform. NFT is great. You know, somebody can take a photo, a real painting, for example, and its value can increase over time. The same thing can happen with this NFT, with digital art. We are creating unique photography, art photography. And this is not, again, this is not a graphic design. This is different. Yes. And this is another way, and another expression of these images or these artworks to be recognized around the world using this NFT format. Yes. Which we think is amazing. That right now there's only one. The first image of the series came online to our site. We are in the Foundation app on NFT, which is a really good semi-exclusive platform for selling artwork for NFT. So the first image is up there. There will be a total of 12 images for this project. So this is our Genesis progression with this project.
So basically, your first batch of photos are a collection of 12 photos.
Yes, correct.
So would the second batch be also light painting, or would it be a different concept in general?
Well, we first are concentrating on this project, and it will take time. We're releasing them one by one, slowly. And after that, we may release or work on other projects. It's a bit different than the other NFT projects I saw, where somebody's creating a batch of 1,000 images and starting to kind of like baseball cards, create different values for different ones, or like the Bored Ape series or things like that. This is a bit different. This is more like several artworks. There are very few of them. Each one can take up to 2 hours. After we have the concept in mind, and after we have everything planned out and the location chosen, everything, it still could take a rehearsal, another attempt. The actual exposure could be like 90 seconds for an image like that to be achieved in camera completely. But all in all, it could take 2 hours to take one photo too. So it's not a mass production.
It's very exclusive.
Yeah.
True. So wait, I didn't ask this, but do you guys use digital photography, or is it film?
It's digital. We're using a digital camera, professional equipment, but it could as well be film. It's important to understand, I know, because people are seeing our images and they're not really comprehending that this is like in camera. Once we finish the photo, this is what you see when you turn the camera around.
Exactly.
So this is part of the art. Getting it right in camera is very, 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 very difficult.
Yes. So basically, your process is no editing. It's what you see is what you get. That's the moment you take the shot. Everything from
so it may as well be with film, but you know, we're using digital because that's our
final outcome is what you got from the camera itself, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. So what you're telling me is, you take the process, and it takes hours to take just one shot, right?
Correct.
You do it, just the three of you as a team.
There's other members of the team. You can see in the website. The website, by the way, is sketchlight.net.
Yes, all your links will be down below. Yes.
Yeah, in the comments.
Yeah.
And you can see more details about the team and about us and about the rest of the works. Also, in the website, you can see the rest of the other 11 artworks, and also a link to our page in the foundation. So yes, all the details are there. We are a team. At some points we're also 5 people working on this. Each one in every shot has different jobs, different positions. Maybe hold a flash behind the model. Maybe light some of the scene with flash. The flashes could have colorful gels on them. Maybe to paint the scene in blue, in red, or whatever we want. We are controlling the light.
Yeah.
And this is how the images are achieved. In the first one of the NFT, for example, the aura that you see behind the model, this is done with tube light painting. This is basically a long tube. This is a subgenre of light painting. That you take a tube, you shine a light through it, and you turn it around in a circle and quickly while the camera is working, and this creates the circle.
So this whole project, like the girl's house, it's we want actually to show like the children at risk that like from broken homes that got transparent from our society, and like to visualize it in our image. And you can see in all of the project, all the photos in this project, like the models, the people who represent those children from broken homes, you can see through them, like the society sees through them. Like they have nowhere else to go, and all you see through them is like the broken houses and the leftovers, and this place, the girl's house, was actually in the beginning like a place that helped these children and gave them home. And now this place is also broken because there passed many years from when it was actually kept them. So all the place and all this thing like give the meaning.
So it's a combination of different light painting techniques.
That's awesome. I mean, so you basically are teaching people about lighting techniques, about photography, showing them ways to take shots in different aspects, and showing your creativity while doing it at the same time. You said you are in a museum, in an exhibit right now.
Yeah.
And where is this exhibit so people in Tel Aviv could visit and see?
Yeah, this is in Rothschild Street, the main street in Tel Aviv. And the exhibition there is in a major bank's headquarters, Bank Hapoalim. And so, yeah, we're very proud to be there. That exhibition is also selling the art, and 75% of the revenues are going for charities of the same topic of troubled teens and things like that. So we're proud to be there.
So how about your NFTs? How much are you selling them per art, or is it a different price point for each shot?
It could change. Our first NFT starting price is 0.9 Ether, which is similar to the price that that we are selling actually in the art exhibition.
Okay.
Translated to Israeli shekels currency. And yes, this is art. You know, pricing art is always very difficult. How to do it? What are the different considerations? But this is what we valued it and we expected. Once it starts selling, the values would probably increase much more afterwards.
I mean, I've seen your art. I love it. I mean, it's worth the value you've said it is. And I'm telling the audience right now, it's difficult to do what you guys do, because I myself, I'm a creative as well. I'm a multimedia artist, so I do photography, videography, and graphic design. So I know how difficult it is to do light photography, especially in abandoned places like what you're doing. Since there is no light coming in, you have to make sure everything is controlled. Like you said, positioning is important. Everyone's job is important. You have to know where to be at the right time, at the right moment. And basically even clicking and moving the camera is vital to the shot, because a small jerk in the camera already destroys the shot.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, so I love what you're doing, guys. Is there anything you want to share to the audience? Pull them into your project, make them want to buy your art.
No, I think the art speaks for itself. I think anybody who takes and trying to understand how it was created, or maybe knows a bit about photography and says, if I would try to make this, how would I go about to do it? He would maybe first see, it's not it's truly art. So we welcome everybody to follow us on Twitter, on the foundation app, on our website, on Facebook. You just Google Sketchlight everywhere.
Yes.
This is our name. Looking forward to seeing you guys and meeting you.
Yes, I'm sure a lot of people will be enticed with the photos. I'll be showing them while we are talking. They'll be flashing on the screen. So I'm sure a lot of people will appreciate your art, how beautiful it is. I love the light painting. I love the silhouettes, the balance of the photos. I love how everything falls into place. I love your elements, that the graffiti on the wall, that even works well with everything, the textures of the photo. I love it, man. I mean, it's amazing. So for everyone watching this, I mean, they're doing something great with their photos, with their art. I hope you follow them, follow everything they're doing, subscribe to if they have a YouTube page, if they have their foundation app, go to their page right now, purchase their art, share it with your friends, share it with your family. I have one last thing to ask though. If someone purchases the art, do they get the final, what do you call this? Do they own the art, or is there other ways to buy it? Is it a one-on-one? Is it one per one?
It's just one NFT for this art, the non-fungible token. This is it. This is the rights for the NFT of the art. This is unique.
Okay.
With the print that we are doing, there will be no more than 10 prints for each one of them. So it is a unique value for this.
Exactly.
And also we are teaching workshops of some of our techniques. Not these specific types of art it takes a long time, so it doesn't really fit a workshop. But a lot of our techniques we are teaching in class workshops, and anybody who buys the NFT will be invited to come to a workshop in Israel and experience it if he wants it, or if it's from far away. We are open, and we love to share what we do and how we do it, and have a session about that.
Actually, that's awesome to hear. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people would love that workshop concept as well. I think that would be your utility that you're offering, is the lesson that people could learn if they purchased an NFT from you guys. They would be able to understand and learn more about light photography, light painting, and that's an awesome utility to offer. I mean, you could do it and online also. I mean, if it's a good idea to do that as well. If people will not be able to go to Israel, and if this NFT reaches people from different places around the world, that would be an awesome avenue for you guys. So yeah, I would like to thank you guys for your time. I love the art. Again, everyone follow them. Go to all their accounts. It's all listed down below. Sketchlight, awesome work, awesome art. I love you guys. I love what you do. I will support you 100%. Thank you for showing me and including me in your journey, guys. For your next art collection,
for hosting us in your channel, and then we wish you luck. And we are seeing it growing. I saw the previous episode on year 2, 1, 2, 3. Yes. Very interesting work. I think his name was Keith. Discussed and showed. We love it. These NFT projects are really amazing. Each one takes his own kind of niche, and it's very interesting. And we love what you're doing.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you for sharing your time with me, guys. All of you, I appreciate all of you. May you have a wonderful day. May you all be blessed. Thank you so much for sharing your art with the people. I hope I could promote you as well as you need to be promoted. You guys deserve the promotion. I love your art. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. It is awesome work. It is pristine and genuine. I love the message you wanted to deliver. So guys, again, Follow Sketchlight. All of their descriptions are down below. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
I love what you do. Thank you. Thank you. Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.